Good evening, everyone. How is it going? Welcome in. So good to see everyone. Gossek, PK, how is it going? Wonderful to see. Hope everyone is having an excellent day. We're back again today with some more Guild Wars 2, and we are very excited for it. The Boring Guy, welcome in. Wonderful to see you too as well, my friend. Hope you're having an excellent day. And let's see what we kind of feel like doing. I am to ease into today. I think we might actually start off just with a cheeky bit of raid quick play, because we haven't actually touched on any real quick play raids this week, so this will be a good one to dive on into to see sort of what the current state of things is as well. I don't know why that's in 4 of 50. That's really not helpful. We'll see how that goes. 5, 10, there we go. Okay, cool. It's doing some cheeky rearranging there. And Number as well, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. And beautiful. Squad is full. Let's dive on in. FPS looking a bit low there. Might be because we're using OBS teleport on Linux now. We'll see if that actually causes issues. If not, we can swap back later. Kinding Overlook. Okay, bit of a spicy one. Let's go. Let's make this happen. Let's hide that. That's gobbling up some things. Bear, how has everyone's tail end of the week been? I think as well, the other thing we also actually did was that we swapped over to GE Proton 10-25 from like 10.11 or whatever, something else we're on as well. We'll see if that causes any issues. Shadow, thank you for the follow as well. Let me just go and see if I can actually set up my audio to work properly here. Oh yeah, monitoring device, no, none of that noise. Apply, okay, let's see if that fixes it. Glad the work week's almost over. I'm glad for that as well. And you're a Guild Wars 2 new player. Nice. Well, welcome in. It's so good to have you here. How much Guild Wars 2 have you played so far? Fermi, wonderful to see you as well. How you been? We're just rocking some pistol, quickness, Deadeye here. And yeah, it does the job here. And I'm number 1. Yeah, we'll just stand here. Someone died and so I'm going to go stand right here. Okay, so I started taking Conduit outside the golem. It went pretty rough on certain bosses. Okay, so what was your experience with Conduit? Nice. The chat is now property of one. I love it. What are we doing? Let's go over here. Scorp, what's up, mate? Wonderful to see you as well, mate. Hope you're having a good one. Let's grab this. I only level 17 and free to play today, and to bind Elder Dragon Complete Saga. That is a wonderful choice. Yeah, I think that's the best thing you can do for your overall enjoyment of the game. It's here. Cheeky sidestep. You've chosen Necro. Necro is a wonderful choice as well. Yeah, I think Necro is just a really good solid choice for new players in particular. Oh, I'm standing in a lot of bad there. You find Conduit kind of weird to play both Power and Condi, can't really get into it. That's totally fair enough. It does play quite a bit differently to other Revenant classes, I think. Spin to win. So there we go. Almost chilling and targeting the Mind Blade. Very cool. Like the edgy class aesthetic. Yeah, honestly, that's a totally good way, I think, to pick sort of what your main or first class is in Guild Wars 2. Just go for one that you enjoy the actual aesthetic of. That is most of the way towards it, I think. Purely just taking pistol quick instead, because it means I can actually entirely focus on chat. And plus we provide quickness. Oh no, but in the meantime I stood on something I really shouldn't have. Yeah, I agree with that, PK. I would absolutely love it, and I think Conduit would just be god tier design-wise if they actually made it so every single one of your skills was enhanced by your other equipped legend, not just, you know, Beguiling Haze enhanced by Shiro, your heal skills enhanced by Ventari, and all that good stuff. If they actually made it so every single skill got a benefit, tooltips would be something else, but I think that would be really fun. Dark Demon Lore gameplay sex, usually your pick. Yeah, you've chosen the right one then. What are we doing here? This is fine for a quickness build. It's good times. Let's revive our friend. Not too many resurrectors, can't do it. And we've got this mechanic. Dodge back. That's true, yeah. Some tooltips are definitely a choice. I think a notorious one is when you're running certain thief builds where you like really buff up steel. The tooltip for it is just like it will go off the screen on certain resolutions. And we'll go in. Will we die here? Nope, some people did. That's fine. Let's grab that. No, I'd actually be quite happy to get that mechanic. There we go. What are we doing now? It's Sniper, that's right. But have you been finding your experience in Guild Wars 2 so far, Shadow? And do you have any questions so far? I am more than happy to answer any and all that I can. Is anyone going to tank the... Oh, someone's trying to tank it. Pointing it towards us, but still. Oh, no one died. Excellent. Let's go get our friend up. Was I just targeting the wrong thing? Probably was. That sounds like something I do. Get out of that. That's no good times. And back on the sniper. Yes, there we go. Oh. No, we must get in there, friends. No, well, this guy hasn't actually done this mechanic before. Back we go. This mech rider's just vibing out now. Perfect. Get out of dodge. And okay, as long as all numbers go out, we can make this work. Quite a few antiquaries in the group, actually. It's quite uncommon. Good to see. Dodge. I'm glad I was not there. It actually worked out mighty fine. Actually, it's just 2%. Just go, 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 go. There we go. Enough. 3 raid quick plays. Excellent. That's good. It's about a gold each time and a bunch of magnetite, so it's actually not half bad. That's actually a lot of magnetite. I want to get a Conduit video to get reviewed, but turned out to be a PB. Still stuck at 46k, but it's something. Nice. Was that power conduit? That's solid as hell. What's that? Ice Pearl. Oh. Didn't know you could get those from that. Oh, so that's still really, really solid. Now you're at. You'd be over 90% of the benchmark at that level because its number is so high. Are you enjoying it? You're thinking about more or less how co-op story works because you haven't figured that out because you're not playing alone. Started with someone else with you. Does really explain that well. Yeah, the co-op, like playing through the game co-op's a great way to go through and do it. It can be a little bit tricky, especially in the early stages, I think, because different races have different stories, so you kind of want to play as like the same race to have things progress at the same rate. But like if you form up in a party, oh, look, my FPS is actually increasing quite a bit as we go. That's really interesting. It's probably caching a bunch of stuff. As long as you're in a party and you start a mission, then yeah, the person will sort of get the prompt to go in and go with you, so that won't be too bad. That is really interesting, actually. Since we started up, we swapped over to a new version of Proton, actually. That's kind of like the first time we really booted up the game since we swapped it, and the FPS is like more than doubled as we've gone. That's fascinating. Oh well, I like it. It's good as well, as we do have a bunch more open as well. Okay, will the LFG work for us? I think that's actually going to be a little bit fiddly right now. That's okay. Let's go restart. What distro are you using right now? I'm using Nobara right now. Let's just bring Gilvasu back up. Yes, that pesky login issue. Yeah, so party leader hosts the mission basis, is what you said. More or less. Basically, whoever in the party ends the story mission first, people will get the prompt to join in on their story instance. So it's not so much party leader, it's whoever kind of gets in first. Oh, hi Addy, what's up? You're back. Addy says hello, everyone. So if you want someone to come along on your story, just you walk up and you start your story instance. Ah, there we go, it's working again. Yeah, at least going in with the quickness build is a pretty good time. Here's hoping we don't get old lions caught for quick play. That can be a bit dicey. I'll just wait for that group to fill. How are we actually going with Magnetite, actually? I need to get more spirit shards. I need to get quite a few more spirit shards. Oh, we need to also do our weekly, so we'll get crack-a-lackin' on that. Piece of candy corn, and let's buy, I don't know, a few stacks of that. I don't want to do that. I want to just literally get these now. Yeah, there we go. Ah! Take. Got him. Oh, Temple of Febe. This is a pretty good one, unless people start killing things in the wrong order, which I have seen happen before. Yep, skidoos. Let's go. I'll take the gobbler. There we go. Many, many boons now. Very cool we got that, though. We can exchange that for rather expensive thing. But we've got a Q heal, we've got an A heal. Amazing, we love it. And we might just preload a bunch of quickness. There we go. Everyone now has a bajillion quickness. Yeah, they're a bit hit or miss depending on what gets killed. Yeah, I ran into a group one time where, yeah, they started just killing random ones, and I went, oh no, this is actually giving me Sarah CM vibes. Like, mechanics are popping up where they shouldn't be. If you kill things in the right order, this is very, very easy. Kill things in the wrong order, it can be a bit of a clown fiesta. And just go break the bar. See? Envy, that one. Sometimes you've got a cool target on it. Why'd I swap? I do not have spear here. There we go. Not soon enough. Back it up. Should really crack out some conduit for this, actually. Might do that on the next ones. Got many buffs, though. The first Templific quick play was a struggle, even with the right embodiment kills. It's definitely significantly more difficult in quick play than it would be in normal park. First break bar took 3 attempts. Yeah, like if you do not have the break bar damage, oh, it's going to be dicey. What's the build? We are running a variant of a variant of pistol daredevil right now. We're just running the quickness version. Dodge right about now. There we go. That's my timing. So we're basically just running a version of this that provides a bunch of quickness, because providing quickness in quick play is very, very nice. Oh yeah, Anka, also a bit terrifying. I'm not loving this. Oh. Despair. When in doubt, you can remember the acronym DERM, D-E-R-M. Kill Despair, Envy, Rage, Malice. That priority in that order. But it also works out in that group of 3 there. Always kill the one on the right first, then the one on the left. Oh, the Mitrin one. Yeah, that one. Watching, especially the big laser phase, where you've got the, the target circling around and seeing everyone running around chasing the circle, and you're just like, oh no, this is gonna end badly. How are we doing with quickness? Great, I've got like a bajillion quickness. Okay, I think Pistol Deadeye, or the quickness version's a really, really good one to bring to quick play. One, because it's completely brain dead. You buff up yourself and your team incredibly well. It's ranged. You have the option to slot Omega self-healing at not too high of a DPS drop. So you don't really care if you get a healer or not, that's just more of a convenience thing for you. Pumps out entirely respectable DPS and has the option to bring monumental levels of CC. I think over time, quick play will result in the base level of experience of the overall community getting a bit better. I'll be keen to see how OLC lands. Inefficient Leon, how's it going? Wonderful to see you. I was in a group the other day where there's a very experienced player. They had the Ceres LCM title, much like myself, but they were insisting on CCing the the mobs at the start of OLC, whereas in pug groups, the standard convention is that you do not CC them, you just wait, because it's much easier to get people to stand perfectly still and do nothing, rather than do what might be the faster thing, but also the thing that will likely end up wiping the squad. And yet they just kept insisting that's what they were doing, and they were carrying the break bar themselves, and we were all just sitting there and like, about, a third of us would move out of the circle, and then half people just stay in the circle after it flipped because they weren't expecting it. And it's like, bruh, it's quick play. Don't do that. It may be quicker, but the fact that you've done that has now cost us all the time that we have saved. Annie, how's it going? Wonderful to see you. Hope you're having an amazing end of your week. Everyone, go check out Fireball Annie over on Twitch. How you been? Yeah, OLC I think really demonstrates the difference between the experienced meta and the pug meta. They're very different things. Nice, the gold each time. That's pretty solid. I should have grabbed conduit. That's what I was going to do. Oh, Anka. Oh no. Hang on. I need this. Customize. Berserkers. Force. Para. Don't start, don't start. Oh! Oh, here we go. Oop. Oh, those are some AoEs right there. Leon, is that you? If it is, what's up, buddy? When OLC first came out, the pug strat was indeed to CC everything fast because it avoided someone doing a bunch of CC and flipping at last second. I can definitely see why that would be very good. But yeah, definitely it has landed in the last, I don't know, what, 2 years or something. Because I do it, not insanely regularly, but I might do it every, I don't know, 2-3 weeks or so. Every time, the pub groups will always just leave them and wait, especially at the start. Yeah, it's a good pug strat, as long as people understand red AoE bad. And that's the thing, people will generally understand that red AoE bad, they won't always understand that this orange AoE will instantly kill you. Not, oh, this will just do a bunch of damage which you can heal through, as this will instantly kill you, because that's actually not like, see, there we go, that's the exact same colour there, that orange, as is that. Ah! Oh boy! But those don't kill you, those barely inconvenience you. You don't think it should insta-wipe people in quick play? I agree, I don't think it should insta-wipe people in quick play. That would actually fix, I think, a lot of people's complaints with quick play in general, if they just made it so OLC didn't wipe everyone. You're very welcome, Annie. How are we doing on quickness? We're doing very well. Look at them actually pulling that off the group. It's amazing. Very easy quick play. If only I remembered to swap class. Yeah, like one wrong choice at puzzle phase and quick play now takes longer than normal mode would have, including time it takes people to pug for it. Yeah. OLC in its current state isn't a quick play ready encounter, or quick play friendly encounter. And it's a very good point they put it. Eventually, as more people do it, we'll get to the point where most people are all good. Well, add a Mistlock Singularity. Bam. Like, that would be amazing. That would actually be hype as hell. 3 legendary insights, not damn. Solid. Okay, let's quickly, I will... Yeah, I want to swap to a different class, but I also want to quickly deal with this. So to do that, to the Eye of the North we go. Where do we do that from? Here we go. And people can murder people with numbers too in KO. They can, yeah, but I find less people will just instantly die in KO than they will in OLC. Brood Saga, there we go. It's just taking us a little bit of time to buffer. Yeah, as long as you can avoid the insta-wipe, like everything would kind of be fine. Oh, Windows PC I use to stream. Do not. I see you with your little update icon. I told you not to do that for weeks, you goofy goober. Runic Armorsmith, here we go.
This is a bad time to be traveling.
Okay. What one do we want? So we've got that one. We don't have the light. Do I want light? Do I want heavy? I know the heavy one always looks pretty hype, actually. Yeah, let's do it. Sweet.
Take care of yourself.
There you go with LFG 101 Phil. Always expect someone to be behind Minister Lee with an AoE or number in KO. You always expect someone not to go out of the group with a red puddle in AoE in 8th Blade Hideout. Yep, always expect it. Let's swap. I've tried turning this on a media connection and to not download updates. I've explicitly told it not to I haven't done the media connection thing. I explicitly told though not to update for 5 weeks. I did that like a week ago. Good to see it just ignores what I tell it. What are we doing here? Okay. So here, I will do the Berserkers and Diviners set, and that looks like Conduit Boon. We got Scepter there as well, and I got Thief. Yeah. You must be 5 weeks or 4 weeks. Although I have messed with my system clock actually on Windows, so the time on it's actually wrong, so who knows. Expect someone to be the mechanic to be where they shouldn't be. Yep. Basically. Oh, we need more buffs. I'll do that once we get in. That's the thing here. Whenever there's a mechanic, expect it to go wrong. And you are never surprised. What do we got? Oh, Whisper. That's not too bad. Not too much that can go wrong with Whisper. there will be for some. Like in the sub 25% phase, things will go horribly wrong. Herald of Harold and Herald Gaming, both conduits. I love it. Shame we're both not on Herald. Will I die to this? Let's find out. Nope. I think it's just a coin flip sometimes. Well, no, I'll actually die to it. Where is boss? Ooh, that was a fun one. Thank you. That was really an interesting choice for me to die there. We can get out of that. I'll have to go and actually just try out the sword version of this again. Give ourselves some stability. Will he do the mechanic? Nah, he's not gonna. Would be having like full boon uptime would be very nice actually, especially just quickness and alacrity. And yeah, that's true. People often don't actually realize what their skills do, which isn't entirely unexpected. Because yeah, honestly, there's a lot going on skill tooltips at times. And ask Deb, welcome in. How long does it take to get from 1 to 80? If you create a character stopped around 55 but got bored with character's gameplay, thinking of creating a new one. For a newish player, I'd probably say somewhere in the realm of 12 to 15 hours, I think. If you focus on the achievements in the character adventure guide, super chill things, talk to a scout, apply conditions, use emotes, work through some of those, they will actually flood you with a lot of experience, and it's much quicker to level now than it used to be. Yeah, chill and immobilize aren't labeled as CC, that is a very real statement. And let's add a sword here, impact, let's add this to force. But yeah, so it's not too long in the cosmic scheme of things. And thank you for the follow, mate, I really appreciate that. Yep, that's it. I might actually change the... Oh, I've got to do this in the wardrobe skin now. Oh, this is a bit clear. Save. Hang on, how's this work now? How do I change a weapon skin? Afaro, what's up? That's an Aurine's Fang. Yep. Is it mandatory to have all expansions? Not mandatory at all. Like, I do recommend it, but it's not required. But the expansions are the single best thing you can do to improve your experience in Guild Wars 2, but I wouldn't say it's required. I'm going well far, and hope you are as well. Oh, is this all... Why is that Staves? Offhand weapon? Weapon? Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, as soon as you complete the tutorial, you can actually enter PvP. And you'll be boosted up to level 80, have access to everything. A World vs. World scales you to 80. World vs. World does, but it won't scale your gear, I think. You'll have a worse time in World vs. World than you will in PvP. PvP uses its own set of gear that is separate to your actual PvE equipment. Soren, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, mate. How do I change the weapon skin? It's giving me stars, but I don't want stars. I can't do that. Also, when traits unlocked, yeah, I think going into World vs. World will be a much worse time to drag you. Oh. Okay, I have to click and drag. Oh, it's because I got to do... Oh, hang on, this is... Wardrobe, no. Yeah, they have a hammer, sword, power, renegade. I know, I saw that. That was wild. I tried that a bit the other day. Thank you so much, Jess. Jess is wonderful and has made us an amazing dinner of roast veggies and fried pork dumplings. Thank you so much. Yeah, totally forgot the Rev even had hammer. I know, and it's really weird that it's actually on like a proper DPS build. It's bizarre. I don't really like using hammer. It's always felt clunky. I have seen the reading as well. I've updated and said that they hear some of the concerns with the wardrobe, and they're changing it. Like, weapons are the things that are sort of doing my head in right now. Hang on, equipment. Okay, it's sword, and staff. I think is what the issue is. I've got these in the wrong slot, so if I clear... There we go. But they're not applied. Now they are. We have successfully figured it out. But yeah, I did have a read through the blog post where they talked about the changes they were looking to make to the wardrobe system, and overall I think they're good. Like, just having they were going to eventually, might not be like for a few months, but like introducing another tab where it's like, this is your current equipment, so you can just change what is on your current equipment, and then having the templates from there. So I think that's a good system. And Shimo, welcome in. Mistlock Sanctuary Passkey or Thousand Seas Pavilion. Both are really good choices. If you do a bunch of fractals, do the fractal or the Mistlock Sanctuary. If you're not too concerned with fractals, I might actually go the Thousand Seas. But I lean towards, because I do also have it, but I love it. I've got a few other passes across various accounts, and I always just revert back to the Mistlock Sanctuary. Everything's just so close. But yeah, both are good choices. I'd lean more towards the Mistlock one. Humber, great to see you. I've recently come to appreciate the airship pass. Oh, the airship pass is cool. I haven't used it for ages on my NA account, but that was my first pass. That's a solid one. Oh. Accidentally used that skill. Yep. Oh, I just got completely rolled by that. It's gonna chill and wait out here. So used to using that skill because I've been using Scepter for a hot minute. Dodge. What is the best specialization build on Revenant? For raids, yeah, PK's right. In terms of benchmark, it's basically Conduit, but all of them have their place. Herald is a far easier quickness provider. If you run quickness Conduit, you actually do need a bunch of Diviner's gear compared to Berserkers, so it's much harder to actually gear. I'm glad I didn't actually die there, that's fun. I think the quickness build makes far more sense with Sword than Scepter. The cooldowns just seem to align much nicer. And Conduit is likely to get nerfed in the coming future as well, because it is drastically overpowered compared to where it should be. Dodge skadoos. It's wonderful to see you, Sufferings. How are you going? Yeah, I personally find Renegade incredibly fun as well, even though it's not Revenant's top DPS spec. I love playing it. CC, there we go. Wow, that's a interesting time for those mechanics to happen, but okay. Is a choice. The most fun Rev build you've ever had is Axme Shortbow Condi Rev. Oh, I love like Condi Red, but yeah, that exact loadout. That's like still to this day the rotation I've done the best on in terms of how close I could get to the actual benchmark. Got within 2.5% of the benchmark on that. That was even with Australian ping. Soul Feast. Where is Soul Feast? Come here. Oh. Just did Bash the Penitent and had Necro solo boss. Oh, nice. Which boss was that? Was that Can? Nice. The rotation flowed so naturally, it's almost like ANET designed it that way. I completely agree. The rotation for Shortbow, Mace Axe, Condi Renegade, utter perfection. There has never ever been a smoother rotation than that. Oh, it was good. It was so damn good. Vindy was stamina sigil as well. Oh, so good. Oh, welcome in, mate. Great to see you. It's got roast chicken with it as well, Jess. Thank you. And Lex says, yeah, we're on EU. We're solid overseas. Nice. That's really impressive.
Grant me your strength, my friend.
Don't run in. Oh well. How long does that thing go for? Let's find out. Ouch. There we go. Why sword over scepter? Now it's just me testing it. Like, honestly, sword and scepter are so comparable in damage, it doesn't really matter. I'm just getting the feeling that sword in particular gels a bit better with the quickness rotation. Okay, hello, same mechanic. But yeah, sword is more damage than scepter, not by much. Casually get every mechanic there, I love it. Plus then we also get to rock dual Aurine swords, which is nice. Joel, how's it going, mate? Wonderful to see you. Hope you're having a great day.
This tower feels good.
Yeah, full melee got to be off the boss mechanic twice. Yep. Oh well, it is what it is. Hello. Hang up. Do I even have us? I can do something with it. Ooh, I should get the Jaw Mag skins. I do love the Jaw Mag skins. I can't survive that. Run, 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 run. Run around. Doing good. You have winter holidays in Denmark right now. Hell yeah, that's great. Oh!
Why are you quiet?
Oh no! Anyway. I'm not even internship right now during daytime, that's why you're around so much. Oh, great. How is the internship going? I think the sword rotation flows a lot better than the scepter rotation. Nope, we have this mechanic again.
Feels good.
Interesting. Team, hello. Don't make me use Jade Winds on it, I'll do it. I think Ankh is gonna get many stacks. Yep. Let's casually point to the wrong person. Oh, someone's dead. They weren't quite sure they had to run from that. That's alright. Oh, it's coming in hot. Run, 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 run. Okay, we'll maybe see if we can get everyone up. Nope. Oh, that person, they came in once the thing started. Yeah, it's not CM, we don't need to go there. Oh, Quaggins. Goody. It's really fun with this teleport skill that I got to navigate. No. That's alright.
This power feels good.
Break its bar, no need to kill it. Well, we can do that too. Let's run in the middle.
Why are you fighting
There we go. We go get our friend up. Your favourite phrase during the strike in your guild is Hail Hydra. Oh, that's nice. I'm too modest, Safaro. You're the one who's going to be doing the carrying while I stare at the floor. Another quick play cash. Love to see it.
You can never have too much.
Solid. Where'd we get that? Nice. Looking a bit messy there, that's alright. I was big enough. I mean, in the Doom arena, that's very true. There's plenty of room for both of us to stare at the floor while everyone does mechanics. How'd your Doom CMs go, PK? Did anyone get the Doom Skyscale skin? I wonder if anyone's got that yet. Efficiency says 0 skins across 500k players. Wow. You saw the run where Fandor said he would back up guy proceeded not do any kind of cheat. One of the credit for none of the work. I love it. Usually if the Kaida goes... Oh, I'm doing this again. Usually when the Kaida goes down, it's basically a wipe. So yeah, just claim all the credit. That's spectacular. Don't get picked, that's the only thing that matters. Immediately gets picked after. It's one of the worst things about commanding, you know, things like Doom, because yeah, the number of times you're shouting out, don't get picked, and then you will, because you're distracted, invariably get picked, and you're going to be sad as hell. Ooh, that's a fun spot for that to be. Yes. Oh, Nexus Man is also in the squad. Damn, stacked squad then. Ah, what's DDD?
I have returned to fight at your side.
On Sunday, did some runs with Fandral and Areki. And when Areki was doing the callouts, it was so chill and easy. Oh, nice. I would love to get into some of those runs eventually. That would be hype. It's wild, like straight up, I think my FPS has actually doubled since I presume what's happening is like shaders have been cached or something. It's wild. And destroyed Doom December. They fixed the crashing after Doom's CM kills? I wasn't aware that was an issue. Certainly hope so. Just mute that. Dodge. I really like the Scepter version of this build for the quality of life that you get with Scepter, but the rotation feels, I think, drastically smoother and much more fluid and flexible. Run in the middle. I wasn't the issue that someone had the evil fast load. On Sunday, at least most of it was crashing right after every kill. As soon as Link pointed out in chat, the crashing went away. That's fascinating. So one person may crash everyone. That's unfortunate. I would hope it will at least only crash it for them. No, I like quick play. I really do. Like, doing your first 10 of the week, it's pretty high value for how, not so much little effort, but how little sort of mental overhead there is. Oh yeah, fast load can skip cutscenes, which is known to crash stuff. That would make sense, because obviously after every Doom, you get the cutscene. Ah, not the fast load in Nexus. It's a different fast load. Okay, so that's what you meant by the evil fast load. Ooh, that boss is coming in pretty close. I'm just gonna take a bit of a step away there. There we go. How's that one still alive? It's right next to the boss. And Linu, welcome in. How are you going? Oh, I didn't think about that. Instantly teleports into the bad AoE. That has tends to be a one-shot. 9 and 9, let's do another. Yeah, it's a good question. What does the evil version do differently? And what am I snacking? Dumplings. Oh, you're playing Hardcore Guild Wars 1, and how is that going? And how is Guild Wars 1 going nowadays? You can see I'm rocking the best Revenant build ever conceived of here. Didn't know my energy bar actually went dark if I didn't have any legends equipped. Living the peak life I see? Oh, very much so, yeah. Revenant not so much right now, given he doesn't have any legends. That looks fine. And there we go. Not sure what else, but you know, Farsight Nexus doesn't do anything well versus World. I mean, that's fair enough. It should be the remaining we need. I'll just mute the mic whenever I'm having a big mouthful. LDOA Deathless, almost tier 3 survivor. Very nice. Ooh, Bone Skinner. That's always a good one. Let's get the actual ready check going. I keep forgetting that I can actually do this. I can be pseudo commander. Side step. Those do be looking very spread. Ouch. So it's right about now. Side step, give some more stability. Board over here. As long as we have something resembling a healer. I don't think we do. Dodge. Yay! I am now the healer with staff. There we go. I am the Berserker's healer. It's the only thing keeping me alive.
We must rise and return to the fight.
Big Chungus healing.
Use a hand over here.
Just keep getting these until the boss dies. Oh. Yeah, screw. I'ma just GG that and actually go a healer. I'll heal. There we go. Now, let's see. Harrier? Boon heal? There we go. Skills in the wrong order. Unacceptable. Turn off snap target, there we go. Can't tell if we've gone from 0 healers to 4 healers, but we've definitely gone from 0 to way too many. Some stability. Bit of stability here. Big heal. Get so much energy when you're in Ventari here. There we go. That's quick blade done for the week. Not too bad. Turns out heal conduit. Can't use Ventari underwater. That's not ideal. Go and do more crab today. Did you get your kill on Wednesday? I would like to do a bit more crab, I think. Especially on EU. What's quite important now is I actually go and take a quick break. So I'll see everyone in a few minutes, actually. your entire material storage on the trading post, or want a complete itemized breakdown of how to craft every single item in the game, you're going to find it here. I, along with you, use this every day, and you're making your life in Guild Wars 2 harder than it needs to be if you don't join us. Do it! So today we're going to get you all set up and show you some of the incredibly cool things that Guild Wars 2 Efficiency can do. So it's completely free. Now to answer the obligatory question, is this safe to use? Yes. GW2 Efficiency simply reads information from your Guild Wars 2 API key that you can generate from your ArenaNet account page and lays everything out in a clean, easy to understand way. It doesn't interact with your game in any way, and the creators are even partnered with ArenaNet. So you are totally safe. Now for the setup. The first thing you need to do before you can start using GW2 Efficiency is creating an API key for your Guild Wars 2 account. Now I know this sounds daunting, but it's actually super simple to do. Your API key is simply a code you create which allows third-party websites and apps like Efficiency to read certain bits of information about your account. This doesn't allow anyone to change anything about your account, and it won't include anything private like your password, so we're all good there. The API keys section on Efficiency will walk you through how to create your API key, but let's work through it together. Click the link to go to the Guild Wars 2 API key management page. You can also find this by logging into your ArenaNet account and going to the applications tab. Click here to create a new API key. Name it whatever you want. I'm going to name this one GW2 Efficiency because I'm filled to the brim with creativity. Check all the boxes to give your key all the permissions. This will make it so you can get the most value out of Efficiency. Create your key, copy your key, then paste your key back into Efficiency. Save it, and then we're done. Also, if you're an alt account goblin like me, you can add API keys for each account and swap between them with the drop down in the top right. Now we can get to the fun stuff. The account section is where you'll land whenever you check out Efficiency, and it's basically where you can find out almost anything about your account. There's so much information here at your fingertips, so I won't be able to cover it all today, but I'll go through what I think are the most important things for you to know and the stuff that I use it for all the time. Now the overview tab will show you your account value, which might just shock you. Even if you feel like you're not earning that much gold, your account value will still be increasing faster than you think. If you scroll down, it will basically show you where all the gold is sitting at on your account, how much you have in your bank, material storage, and even on each individual character. One god tier feature here is the ability to search for any item across your account, which is super useful for me having over 50 characters on my multiple accounts. The characters tab will tell you everything you need to know about your characters, how old they are, number of deaths, what crafting discipline they have, and a super nice feature is this little checkbox here, which will let you see if any of your characters have a birthday gift to collect. And if you're like me and have literally dozens of characters, this is an absolute lifesaver. For the farming tracker, you can turn it on to see just how much gold you're making as you play. And if you're diving into an hours-long farming session, make sure to check this out. The bank tab will show you every single item in your bank as well as how much everything is worth. Super useful if you have a large bank and use it as a dumping ground for all of your odds and ends. The material storage tab is super helpful. It'll show you every single thing in your material storage as well as exactly how much you can sell it for. You can even turn on this handy heat map so you can see at a glance where your most valuable materials are. I've mentioned this before, but if you're a new player in Guild Wars 2, the material storage is basically where all your wealth in Guild Wars 2 is going to end up. Every time you click deposit all in the inventory window, this is where everything ends up. And Guild Wars 2, more often than not, doesn't reward you with raw gold, it will give you crafting materials and currencies. So here it all is for your viewing pleasure. Now the wardrobe tab will show you all your unlocked skins and how much they're all worth. On a slightly terrifying note, you can also see how much gold you'd need to unlock every skin in the game. The dyes tab is basically the same thing as the wardrobe tab, but with, dyes. And the legendary armory, again, like the wardrobe, you can see how many legendaries you have unlocked and just how many hundreds of thousands of gold you need to unlock every single legendary in the game. For the hyper-competitive among us, the stats tab will give you a rundown of basically every statistic relevant to your account value, liquid gold, playtime, you name it. And it will show you where your account is ranked against everyone else in the world who uses Efficiency. The currency tab will show you the best things you can do with some of the most used currencies like dungeon tokens, spirit shards, karma, and laurels, which is very nice if you have some extra currency lying around and you want to make some extra gold from it. I'm always using my laurels to either convert to medium crafting bags or heavy crafting bags to fund whatever legendary I'm working on. Now the trading post tab will show you what you have waiting to sell on the trading post and what you're currently buying, including how much everything is worth. The thing I use this for the most is whenever I'm trying to sell a legendary on the trading post. Whenever you buy anything or something sells in my case on the trading post, it will show up in your delivery box. The timers tab is going to give you a rundown of every meta event in the game and the order they start, so you can quickly bounce from one event to another. A super useful feature here, you can actually use the chat tool buttons to either copy the waypoint so you can and paste in chat, or a super detailed version which gives you the next event, the waypoint, and how long until it starts. The Dungeons tab will basically show you whether or not you've completed a dungeon, raid, fractal, or strike mission either today or this week. Raids have their pesky weekly reset, which is super useful if you're like me and for love nor money you can't remember what raid wings you cleared this week. The crafting tab I think is honestly the single best feature of Guild Wars 2 efficiency. And we are back. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, let's just go swap off studio mode. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And no music, no videos during break. No, we were just swapping back over to Windows, trying to see what the little performance difference is here. And here's Krista. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm very glad we have that little feature that we can do. Okay, no, that's good. Like, actual performance is about the same. It's good because I want to actually do a bit of a comparison. Oh, actually, it's probably because... Option 11. Yeah, let's go 44. Amora, welcome in as well. It is wonderful to see you. Hope you're well on this Friday the 13th. I definitely am, and I hope everyone else is as well. Okay, yeah, we are on EU. I would like to form up for Crab. Now, I have seen other people start to post strategies as well for Crab. So it'll be good to sort of try and nail down what's really going to get us the kill. I'm just going to open up some things here that I do need in the background. That should be all good. Okay, in terms of what we kind of want to do... Troubadour is one that has kind of been working really well. Oh, do you mind showing the font they use in Arc DPS? Like, how's it so clear? Great question. It's Archivo Black. Google fonts. You can join as it doesn't have responsibilities. That's all good. I mean, you could join as like a range powered DPS. Like Power Vert would be great. Mechanist is also great. If you could help kill crabs, that would be absolutely sweet. No, I think I know what I want to do. Thank you so much, Jess, for the ice cream. I really appreciate that. We have ice cream to lead into crab. I think the comp that we'll go for, actually... Yeah, if Harry wants to kite, yes. Learn to kite, do it now. Yeah, let me actually... I'll deal with the font question first. Oh, there you go, and... There we go, it's Archivo Black. You're cutting your mech on the boss. But yeah, that is our font that we're actually using there. And I think what we might actually do, I will kite as I normally do, and I will do heal lack. I think what we'll also do is in my subgroup, we will have a Q DPS and an Alack DPS. Because DPS is an issue, but while I'm off the group, they are not getting boons. So I think that will be good. Play scrap instead of make zoom around at the speed of super speed. Yes. So yeah, I think I will do... This kind of looks right. Yeah, that looks right. And I will tag up. So we're going to be on... Is it Connor takes on the crowd time? It is, yes. So yes, everyone come on in. If you do want to partake in the boiling of some crab. Hell yeah, Faro. And Amora as well, thank you. Yeah, just let me know what roles you guys want to play. If you could do like some, yeah, range, power, DPS, that'd be pretty sweet. Now... As far as I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, killing the crabs extends the time before He burrows underground. So we kill crabs, he stays up longer, we can DPS more. Is that the mechanic? It's been somewhat keeping an eye on. Strats popping up. They want to do no brain DPS Rit. Hell yeah, that's cool. And okay, enjoy if you haven't killed this one yet. Absolutely yes, and it's good that you're here because then I can like shout out instructions and tips. So that works really well. So yeah, you can squad join on my account name there. Should be free to join. I'll get us in the LFG as well. Okay, so crab. I'll just move the ice cream for now. Crab. You could do a lack DPS mech if that's the thing. Yeah, a lack DPS would work totally fine. Because then you could still like shoot the other crabs and that would also work pretty well. Crab, I want boon heal, boon DPS, DPS, stage roll. So I will put you in my group. If you go a lack DPS, and you had a couple of dedicated range killing the crabs, that's sort of what I'm going for. Oh, that's starting to fill. What do we have? D, TY, go boon DPS. RTY go, we'll say Q DPS, lol. And then you can come with me. And I still need the same stuff. Hey Engelbert, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome in Raiders. My name is Connor, ConnorConCarne, and you may also know me from my YouTube channel there, where we do a whole bunch of Guild Wars 2 guys. Engelbert, what is up? Everyone go check out the wonderful Engelbert Meow over on Twitch. Fantastic Guild Wars 2 streamer. What is up? We are just about to form up for some... what do you call it? We're just about to form up for some crab killing on EU right now. So we're just in the squad formation phase, but we're having a good time. TY. We'll grab a boon heal and let you know. So what'd you guys get up to today? We've got all our boon DPS, so we're sorted. Bom, 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 bom. We're going to be running a bit of a strange composition, but it's going to work. Triple boons. At least in my sub anyway, because I'll be kiting. But how's your week been? Rabbit Catcher, you were beetle racing tonight in Divinity's Reach. Excellent. How did the beetle racing go? Oh, that's starting to fill. Quick, remove. There we go. Okay. TY, go. A heal. Mallow. Perfect. Go Q DPS. DPE lover. Appetize just straight DPS now. Oh, we just got a personal best. Hell yeah, that's great. But what else have you been up to in Guild Wars 2 lately as well? Instantly, hello. Alright, Guardian's Glade, buckle up. Let's see how quickly we can get the crab. We've got 1 kill on it. I want more. Okay. Right, let's start splitting people in a reasonable fashion. And I'll put the Ritz in different subs because that makes sense. Now, I'll see if we've got a vert here. I would really like this to be a vert. Put some condi food down. I get my heal food. Okay, hang on. So let's place markers. Alt 1, Did I do? Yeah. There we go. Oh, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Afara, you know what is up, so... Oh, shit. 6. Okay. So, can I have... can I have a Bintao, Afaro, and... No. Well, the Australian... No. No. You do? Yeah, I just need people to follow you around. That's all we need. Focus crabs as they spawn in the DPS phase. Exit the phase. Cool target on them and blast them down. I'll kite during the storm phase. Head towards the side with the 3 market. I'll kite to other side. All crabs. Then leave them for me to kite boss to. Okay. Mechanics suitably explained. I need some noms. Boom, boom, boom. Use. I'll pop that back in there. I've got a bunch of mystery food here. And welcome in. It's nice to finally meet you. Oh, it was great to have you here. You're offline for 3.5 years. Your home burned down. I'm so sorry to hear that. And you got back December 16th. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm glad you were able to get things sorted. That's really sad to hear. I've seen some of your YouTube videos over the years. I hope all is well in your corner of the woods. Things are going very well. I really appreciate that. Thank you for popping in. That's really, really kind of you. We are doing the new raid encounter now. I meant Crocs. Always Crocs first. There we go. Okay, how much toughness do I have? The answer had better be a resounding yes. Yes, I have many toughness. And I know pop. Alt 1. There we go. And that's really, really good to hear. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh yeah, and don't spread bees too early. Ah. Ouch. Are you also first chance? I am, yes. Yeah, I'm in South Australia. So who has crabs? Strange question, but it requires an answer. Oh no. Yeah. Just like this bit. Do I know Jelly Bean from the Mideast? No, I don't. Yes. How's boss doing? 82%? It's not awful. Oh. Yeah, cool targets on Crocs. Do what you need to do. Moontrix, thank you for the follow, mate. I really appreciate that. Honestly, playing Dead Eyes for this encounter, not a bad idea. I have completely the wrong weapon on, though. Dodge. Oh, why do I have, like, no FPS? No, it doesn't matter. FPS is but a crutch. Which makes some good YouTube videos, and even playing part in one of the many moons ago for Cute Tanya Sura. Oh, that's amazing. And Montrix, thank you for the follow as well. It's freezing. Oh, hang on, this might take a bit of my concentration. We need some heat. Greetings from Germany. Well, hello from Australia. That's good. It's starting to cool down a little bit here to the point where the temperature's now not unbearable. It's not 45 degrees. Yep, someone got unfortunately nuked. Good job nuking these crocs, yeah. I'm doing wonderful work. Hold on. Oh, I hate that mechanic. Oh boy. Let's try and get a Faro up. Now, not crabs, they are bees. Oh, it was 25 degrees Celsius for you. Ooh, that's a nice temperature. Wasn't too dissimilar for me today, actually, so things are actually quite nice. Bring in the boss. Run, 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 run. Gonna need some of those gone. Some of them gone real quick. Okay, bringing the boss in. Nice. Expire. Well, they do eventually. Let's target you. Let's take these bees. Things have spread rather quickly now. Oh, yep, gonna need... Beautiful, yeah, fire throw that to me. Perfect. Yeah, don't be near me. Yep, someone... Not long for this world. Whoop. That was a bit dicey. Yeah, go try and get the reses. Oh boy. Didn't want that. Kill those crocs. Ah. Oh, yeah. Didn't have enough room. All right. It's been down. It's because I honestly like killing people. Do I need stun break? Is there a better stun break? Ah, screw it. Infiltrator Sickness probs a better stun break. Do I have a pistol? I do, but it's wrong. Meh. Doesn't really matter all too much.
I feel furious.
Dalek, how's it going, mate? It's going very, very well. Thank you for asking. Hope you're also going well. Let's throw down some stabilities. Need to not get picked by that throw. Okay. 79's not bad. Oh boy. Hang on. Oh! Oh, shouldn't have done that.
I can't do this.
Hey, thank you so much for the bits, mate. I really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah, that was rough. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Not that stun break. We've decided that. You're at haste. I just need a stun break. I shouldn't have used the stun break that ports me to the boss. That was definitely a choice. Are drops active? No, drops are done.
I feel furious.
That mechanic a lot. 80%'s pretty solid. Don't want that. Yeah, come here. I need a croc.
Give it my all.
Crocs! Yeah. Ah, oh boy. Oh! Coming in hot. Run, run, run. CC them, CC them, kill them quick. Boys. Take that mechanic. Didn't end up on a wall, that's good. Let's go. Come here. That was rough. Get the res. Throw us relic to me if it's dropped. What's your kind strategy here? The general plan is everyone's going to make a beeline for the side of the arena indicated by those 3 markers, and I'm going to try and kite the first bit around, you know, sort of arrowy, that side of the arena. And then they should burst down the crocs. The crocs are surviving a bit too long here, which we need to work on that. As soon as I notice one go down, I'm going to make a beeline to it. And then maybe I might do one more, or one more croc.
Of a sort.
During the croc phase. What do you do with the wave? You just run. You port out of it. You bring movement skills. You can't really predict them. Prefer to try and kill them during the phase. Elongates it out and gives us more room to work. Akuta wants to need to find the strat. Yeah, we're still sort of refining here, although we are still doing it with mostly pugs as well. It doesn't seem to go well. Dedicate some guys to manage the waves and be off the group. Yeah, I don't think you can like manage the waves in any real way. The kill I got, we basically just left all the crabs and stuff to the storm phase, and that worked, but I have heard that killing the crabs elongates out the storm phase, and also means we have more room to work, which is very nice. Because yeah, the phase is being extended a bit now. Now let's get them up. Because yeah, the boss is now on 73%. That's really good. Yeah, every crab advanced the storm phase. Yeah, so what I've seen people recommend and what I've sort of been trying is having people dedicated. Oh boy. It's having people dedicated to just killing the crabs, like 2 or 3 people, range players dedicated to killing them. You are very reliant on DPS players bursting them down. My favourite class to kite on this has been Spectre with Relic of Speed. Here you goblin. So at this point here, you want everyone to stack up. GG. Now, don't get close until TC bar pops. That's a shame there, because DPS was actually rather spot on. So I like to see that bug fixed, because that definitely is a bug. But yeah, kiting on Spectre with shortbow, Relic of Speed, with this current setup has worked pretty well. Going to put boons on the group there, and then I'm going to port out this way. I don't know how to dodge that attack. I mean, I can stop everyone else getting hit by it, and we're all happy about it. That's a great question there, Mark. It depends on the raid. What's happening here is when the boss gets, like, catches the artifact, basically, which I'm carrying. You can see the special action here above my skill bar. Like, if the boss is underground and I get too close to it and it eats me, the group will instantly wipe. We're effectively playing keep away. Yeah, effectively playing keep away with the boss. So yeah, if the boss gets the artifact, that will instantly wipe the whole group. And sometimes, yeah, if things are just going really badly, I will just tell people to GG, so we'll just reset the entire group. Oh boy, hang on. Get in here. Kill the crocs. Very, very important.
Gave it my all.
But as far as I can tell, the waves are just random, so you just gotta have some mobility. And I know, depending on where you're at, like, you can just stack up the entire group and sort of heal through it. They're sort of trying to fight the boss in the middle. That kind of gives you the most room to work, I find. Oh. I need to be super careful in that phase. Yet pass that to me. To me, to me. There we go. Oh, these crocs going down. The guys need to kill the crocs. Like, we're wasting a lot of time not killing them. This is still doable, but it's going to be a bit on the spicier side now.
I feel furious.
That was a really bad DPS phase. Big thing about this race, everyone needs to be aware of where the boss is during this phase. Like, you can't just be wandering around in front of the boss and expecting everything's going to work. Burst down those crocs. Burst them down. Oh boy. GG. Okay. Call target on a croc and burst them down. Always them before the crabs. We want all gone. Storm phase ends. Yeah, so one of the issues we are having is that the crocs are not being burst down fast enough. They are staying alive. People just need to stack up, stability up, burst them down. As long as you're in something resembling a safe spot, you shouldn't be running from them. That's the biggest thing I'm sort of seeing. And because they're not being killed quick enough, means I have to like bring the boss close to the group because the... Ah, I can do that. Yes. I didn't get the stack of exposed. I just had to pour it like a million miles away from the boss. Pretty solid. $78, pretty good. Yeah, well, someone call target on the crocs. Doesn't really matter who. Just need them gone. Maybe I can see one's gone down. There we go. At this point, everyone should go back to the outside of the arena. I'm going to try and kite the boss towards the group. Beautiful. So he bursts down instantly and everything's fine. Cool, here we can start to stack up now. What a throw. Glad I didn't die to that. There we go, 60%, that is fine. Get some swiftness. Okay. We're in a really good spot here. Almost, got to be careful of getting too close to the boss. Oh, that was... Oh! Oh! So CC bar bugged out? Yep, it did. Happens all the time, actually. Many of these things are utterly terrifying. And kill them, kill them. Oh, coming in. Okay, this is looking solid. Looking good. Okay. Just gonna wait. No rush. No rush at all. Yes, I didn't get the stacks. Oh, you love it. Love to see it. Dodge. No, I got the bees. Really didn't want those. Lazy Seeker, thank you for the follow. Alcar, wonderful to see you as well, mate. Die to that mechanic. Very exciting. Very, very big news for me. Oh, 20 slot bag and a Fractal Reliquary. Hell yeah. %. That's solid as a rock. Yeah, oh, I'm gonna need res. Yeah. Oh, oh boy. Is a croc dying? Let's hope. Oh. Oh god, he's gonna speed up, isn't he? 9 stacks, love to see it. You see, at least with Thief you can do a bunch of really sketchy stuff with the ports. I assume there's a dead one here. Okay, cool. I'm gonna CC here. Oh, what a throw. Didn't get hit by the stacks, though. Oh. Who has the bees? You do. I want to avoid the bees, because if I go down, it really complicates things for the group. Stun break. Stability up. Start healing. Oh, I didn't get hit by it. That's very, very exciting. It's looking pretty solid. Gotta make sure I don't die here. 6%, just survive. That's all you need to do. Kill some crocs and... Oh, we lost someone. That's really awkward spacing here. Do not be near the boss. Oh god, he's looking speedy. I'm just coming in. I'm coming in hot. I don't care if we lose anyone. That boss is getting fast. Like, as long as we have some people alive now, this is gonna be okay. Yep. We can get ready to stack up. We should have it now. Let's just try and kite him back out. Whoop! Terrifying. Utterly terrifying. And I can take the mechanic now. Give us bees. Okay, I will take your bees. Yeah. crab done. Oh, the mechanics are still here. It's not over. Excellent. Good job. Call the miss as well.
That's valuable.
But it's good. Once you've seen 2 rounds of the fight, you've seen every mechanic. So that was excellent. And Afari, have you gotten a crab kill yet, or is this your first? Good kill, yeah, that was a really good one. Was your first? Hell yeah, Far. And Odin, thank you for the follow. Going down for me? Oh, thank you. I'm glad I could help you out there. But yeah, definitely bring mobility. So then you can just flat out teleport away from all the waves and the boss and everything. It just helps you move around a lot more. Bring power DPS so you can burst things down quickly. And yeah, people just need to burst down the crocs. Can't not burst them down. And Wolf, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. But power DPS burst down the crocs, and it actually did work quite well. I did notice there were a few DPS phases where, because we were killing the crabs pretty quickly, it did elongate out the DPS phase. So, schmick means we can DPS for longer, so the DPS check is less of a problem, which means we can lose more people. Which definitely did notice at the end. Rotation there was honestly vibes-based. Best way to do it. Thank you for coming, Fermi. Every loop you tried got interrupted. Oh, it's a absolute chaos fight. It really is. And oh, well done on getting your first kill there. That is fantastic. I'm going to set that aside. That will actually be my kill proof. Is killproof.me updated yet? I'll check. Hang on. I actually need the password for that. Herald Roads were so helpful to stab there. Oh, they really are. Yeah, everyone just pumping as much stability as they can. Herald's really, really good for that encounter because of how wide its boon application is. And yeah, the fact that it can bring, you know, easily timed stability, it's very good. And yeah, we'll actually save that password. Let's see. The Arc DPS ignoring your font settings. Do you have Nexus or do you have Arc? Well, is your Arc installed through Nexus is the correct way for me to ask that. That's a good idea there, Dalek. I was tossing up doing that. Yeah, if you run it through Nexus, need to set it through Nexus. Yeah, it's sort of tossing up between, do we pull the boss onto the crabs and have it, you know, get a ton of boons, namely protection? Or do we have ranged players just kite it down? It's a bit of a tricky one, but yeah, I can see what you're saying about just pulling the boss to it ensures that everything will just die. I'll just check. Do they have Hella in kp.me? I'll check. I don't think they do yet. Nah, they don't. Alright, means I'm going to have to stockpile the kill proof. Just for now, until kp.me is updated. Downside is it has to be done carefully to not pull the boss onto sand. Yeah, that's the part that I feel like people would struggle with. Oh, it's in the strikes tab, is it? Oh, strikes. Okay, good. I can refresh that. So I'd rather not hoard my kill proof. And Apox Switch, welcome in. From what you understand, Mirage Mesmer has higher damage than Virtuoso, but Virtuoso is more reliable in chaotic fights. And with mobile bosses, is that your experience as well? My experience with Mirage builds is the more complicated ones, like, you know, Condi Mirage or Starfax Condi Mirage, are really high DPS ones that are insanely difficult to play. Whereas it's not so much an issue of a fight being chaotic or a moving boss, it's actually just the fact that the rotation's really difficult to pull off and requires a lot of very specific timing to make sure you're not messing with your rotation, whereas Virtuoso doesn't care about that. So it's not about the fight being chaotic, does play into it, but it's more a fact of Virtuoso's easier to play, so if a fight is more chaotic, you'll just get better results. Here, what's a strike? Yeah, strikes don't exist anymore, apparently. But cool, that's been updated now. I have more sandcastles. I know, we'll just stockpile them there anyway. Nice. Can you eat these circle strikes? And a raid counters. One day KP.me will be updated, but cool, mine's actually updated there now, which is good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take a quick break to go and stretch my legs, but I will be right back very shortly. Sit tight. Hello there.
Hello there.
I see that you're tired of having to switch characters, wishing that you could be blasting through content, farming loot, and dropping infusions. All you want to do is play the game, but worry no more. Today, I bring you the class that can do it all. With a single build, we have the perfect healer for every situation. And when you pair it with our last build, the Power Boon Chronomancer, you end up with something truly special. It's time, my friends, for Heal Chronomancer. Welcome back, everyone. I've been playing Heal Chronomancer extensively for the last few months, and it is truly the single most flexible healer that I have ever played. It isn't even a competition. With a single trait change, we can go straight from providing quickness right into providing alacrity. And when you pair this with the last build that we covered, the Power Boon Chronomancer, you can have access to 5 different builds with 2 sets of gear. You can have Power DPS, Quickness DPS, Alacrity DPS, a Quickness healer, and an Alacrity healer. The way Chronomancer traits work make this the most flexible class in the game. Today's build is easy to play, is incredibly survivable, and you have almost complete freedom in terms of what utility skills you bring, so you can customize your build for every encounter. This lets you take all the wonderful Mesmer skills like Portal, Blink, Time Warp, Feedback, Mass Invisibility, you name it. If you gear this build, this may well be the last healer that you ever need. But that is enough of me gushing, let's dive in. When you become Chronomancer, you get access to Shield as an offhand weapon, which has an amazing block and the absolutely loaded Tides of Time skill. Unlike the Power Boon Chrono in our last guide, Shield is going to be one of your go-to weapons for Heal Chrono. You'll also get access to Wells for some powerful AoE effects. Your shatter skills have also been changed. Mind Rack becomes split second, so now you'll shatter your clones twice instead of once. Rewinder will replace Cry of Frustration. You still inflict confusion and damage foes, but now the recharge of this skill is reduced by 3 seconds for each clone that you shatter. This will be one of your most important skills due to the combination of the traits, Illusionary Membrane and Chaotic Persistence, which will grant you and your allies Chaos Aura whenever you use this skill. Time Sync will replace Diversion. You now inflict a shorter daze compared to the original Diversion, but you also now apply Slow to enemies as well for some extra soft CC. You also get access to the new and improved Continuum Split Shatter. Continuum Split is one of the most unique skills in all of Guild Wars 2. You'll activate it, save your current position, health and cooldowns, and while it's active you can use whatever skills you want. It will last longer the more clones that you shatter, and when it runs out, you're reset to your starting position with all of your health and cooldowns intact. You're then free to cast your skills again straight away. It basically lets you travel back in time and use your skills twice.
You've got to
come back with me!
There are countless ways to use this skill, but we're basically going to be using it to extract as much value from this build as possible. In terms of our gear and food, you hideously overcap on boon duration. The power boon chrono build that we covered last time doesn't require any boon duration, and this build functions very similarly. So your exact choices of gear and total boon duration don't really matter in the cosmic scheme of things. However, more boon duration is generally always a good thing. However, the main decision you need to make in terms of your gearing is figuring out whether you want to tank or not. You can take Harrier's gear if you don't want to tank. This will allow you to max out your boon duration very easily. You can take either Minstrel or Giver's gear if you do want to tank and be as survivable as possible. Minstrels is the more survivable option at the trade-off of having lower boon duration compared to Giver's gear. My personal recommendation and what I do is to run Harrier's weapons and armor and Giver's trinkets. This is going to let you have 100% boon duration when you have regen on yourself, which is very nice. It will also give you 1692 toughness, which is high enough so that it will give you good personal survivability. You do have the option to tank if you prefer, but you're also low enough so that those who have more than 2000 toughness and really want to tank will easily be above you. However, feel free to customize this to suit your needs. If you really don't want to tank, Harrier's gear is the way to go, but I find this to be a good middle ground, and it's also very easy to remember. Just Giver's trinkets, Harrier's everything else. Bish bash bosh, you are done. For our runes, we'll take Rune of the Monk, which will allow us to crank our healing as much as possible. Rune of Rebirth is also a very cheap option if you don't have access to the dungeon currency. You can also run Rune of Water instead if you want a bit of extra boon duration, especially good if you're running the Minstrel version of the build. Relic of the Monk will allow us to crank our healing as much as possible, but Relic of the Flock is also another nice option due to how often you spam Mantra of Recovery. We'll be taking Sigil of Transference and Paralyzation to increase our healing and CC output. Chronomancer has loads of break bar damage baked in, so it makes sense to double down on this. But you could also run Sigil of Concentration if you're in full Minstrel's gear, which makes up for the boon duration that you're missing compared to Harrier's gear or Giver's gear. For your food, you're going to be taking a bowl of fruit salad with a mint garnish. The extra outgoing healing modifier is exceptionally useful here. For your utility, make sure you take Bountiful Maintenance Oil. This will grant you additional healing based on your healing power and concentration, and this is going to end up being a significant outgoing healing multiplier for you. Do not neglect these. These are one of the most useful items you will have as a healer. For our weapons, non-negotiable are Scepter and Shield. Scepter is going to give you unparalleled clone generation through its auto attack, which is going to generate a lot of sustained healing due to the trait Illusionary Inspiration. And it's also going to fuel your shatters, so you can shatter off cooldown as much as possible. Shield is going to give you access to an amazing block through Shield 4 and great CC and boon output with Shield 5. On Scepter, Ether Bolt will launch tormenting bolts towards your target, and on the third strike it will summon a clone. Most of the time on Heal Chrono you're going to be camping on Scepter, just so you can rely on the insane clone generation that this skill outputs. Illusionary Counter will allow you to block attacks, and you can either activate the skill again before you block to generate one clone, or after you block an attack, you'll generate 2 clones instead. Another great resource for you if you're tanking, but also in the clone generation department. Confusing Images will fire a beam at your target, which will damage them and inflict confusion. Not hugely important for a heal build, but it is a good source of extra damage if you really want to min-max as much as possible. Echo of Memory will allow you to block attacks and summon a phantasm at the end of the cast, which will apply slow to enemies and protection to allies. If you block an attack with this, the Phantasm will be summoned instantly, and for a short while, you can use the skill again for an additional block. If you are tanking, this is going to be one of your most critical skills. Tides of Time will fire a wave in whatever direction that you aim, which will stun enemies, block projectiles, and grant boons to allies that it passes through. Once the skill travels a short distance, it will return to you, and if it passes through you again on the return, you'll have a reduced cooldown. This is one of your key sources of might generation as Heal Chronomancer, so make sure you are using this. Staff is my preferred weapon swap. Here you have access to very fast boon generation on Staff 3, which will summon 2 Phantasms, which will trigger the traits Stretch Time and Seize the Moment twice. You have great CC and extra boons through Chaos Storm, and you'll have extra Chaos Aura uptime with Staff 4. This will help you upkeep regeneration on yourself, which will provide you extra concentration due to the trait Chaotic Persistence. Focus is another great option on swap. If you need to group up enemies for your team to burst down, or provide some extra projectile defense. Your temporal curtain will lay down a line of energy which will grant swiftness to allies and cripple enemies. You can then collapse it by activating again, which will group up mobs together, which is the main use for this skill. Your Phantasmal Warden will summon a phantasm that will throw axes at nearby targets, block projectiles, and if you choose to buff it with specific traits, can even reflect projectiles as well. Sword is another viable option for your alternate weapon. Here you get boon removal just baked into the auto attack chain for free. Illusionary Leap will give you access to some soft CC through cripple and immobilize, and Blurred Frenzy is another great tool to avoid damage, especially if you're tanking. You also get to rock the tried and true sword and shield aesthetic, so if you are an enjoyer of that, the option is there for you. In terms of your skills on Chronomancer, you have incredible flexibility in terms of whatever skills you bring. I'll start off by covering what I consider to be the default loadout, and then we'll go into the skills that you can sub in as needed. For our heal, our usual choice will be Mantra of Recovery. You'll first charge this mantra, which will then give you access to 2 healing charges. Once the initial charge is finished channeling, you'll grant both yourself and allies a significant amount of healing. The main reason we take this skill is due to the trait Ego Restoration, which will create a clone whenever we use a heal skill. So whenever we use a mantra charge on our heal mantra, we will generate a clone which will fuel our shatters and generate a ton of sustained healing. Mantra of Pain is incredible for the might that it generates when you channel the initial cast of it. Once you channel the initial cast, you want to then use your 2 charges as quickly as possible so you can then rechannel the initial charge again. This is going to allow you to ramp up might exceptionally quickly and easily cap out might for your team. It is quite spammy, and personally I don't run this all the time, so this is one of the skills that you can easily sub out if you need. Well of Action will lay down an AoE that will slow enemies and provide might, fury, and super speed to allies. Another key skill in your might generation, so it's quite uncommon for this skill to leave your bar. Well of Precognition will grant you stability and pulse Aegis to nearby allies, which is an incredibly useful skill if you need to protect yourself and allies from incoming damage. Gravity Well is going to lay down an AoE that will first knock down, float, and then pull foes into the center, which provides a huge amount of Defiance bar damage. It will also deal some strike damage, but that is not hugely relevant for our heal build. An important note about your wells is that due to the trait All's Well That Ends Well, every single well that you use is going to apply healing to your team. So loading up your bar with wells is never a bad idea. In terms of some alternate skills, Well of Eternity offers a huge burst of healing to both yourself and your team, and Condition Cleanse. Mirror will allow you to reflect projectiles, and if you swap in the trait Master of Manipulation, will give you access to another source of Aegis for yourself and your team. Signet of Illusions will generate a clone every few seconds, and when you activate it, it will recharge your shatter skills. This is a very useful skill just to get some extra value out of your shatters, especially if you are generating clones faster than you can shatter them. Portal is incredibly useful to portal your team across large distances, which is incredibly useful for trivializing certain encounters. Blink is an incredible stun break and mobility skill, which if you need to move around an arena quickly is a very good skill to slot. Mimic is a great option as it allows you to charge it, and then whatever utility skill you use next, excluding your elite skills, you will then be able to use again immediately after. This is great when paired with something like Portal, Well of Precognition, or Well of Action to get tons of extra value from them. And if you're not sure of another skill to bring, Mimic is almost always a good shout. Well of Senility will provide you tons of AoE breakbar damage as well as some healing through the trait All's Well That Ends Well. Mantra of Distraction will provide you much better single target breakbar damage, and Signet of Domination is another good option for a huge burst of breakbar damage if you want to really load up on CC and carry breakbars on your own. Time Warp is an incredible option to grant your team quickness and super speed, as well as inflict slow and chilled on nearby allies. I find this to be a really fun one to take if you're running the Alacrity version of the build, so then you can provide permanent Alacrity uptime and not insignificant amounts of quickness uptime as well. This can really help pad out your quickness uptime if your group is struggling as well. so do not neglect this option. Signet of Humility will turn your target into a mower, or on most raid bosses will just provide catastrophic levels of breakbar damage. Mass Invisibility is incredible to provide stealth to your entire squad of 10 people. 6 seconds of stealth is nothing to sneeze at, and can allow your team to skip certain areas of mobs entirely. Chronomancer has incredible customization of utility skills available to you, so make sure you have a play around and find what works for you. In terms of our trait lines, we are going to be taking Chaos. And we are back. Welcome back, everyone. And Reaper, you're loving the game again. Level 64, nice. Should you get the Living World episodes or just play the X-Backs in order? And Fermi saying, yeah, the story order there. Living World 1 is 3. Generally, like, if you want the full experience, grab everything. Because, yeah, I'd probably actually grab... If you're going to play through everything in order, you can grab the... Honestly, even if you can, just grab the Elder Dragon Saga, which is the first 3 expansions, and the Living World episodes, and that will cover you for a fair amount. But yeah, I definitely recommend getting the X-Backs. The X-Backs are insane value. I'll just take a look. What are the daily raid bounties? Adina, Kadim, Sabbatha, and Voice and Claw. Let's see, can we get all those done? OLC CM, 10 KPs, meh. Okay. I don't particularly want to command Kadim. Did I hear Doom CM? Maybe Doom CM another night, actually, I think. Just contemplating. I'm always down for a Doom CM. Just tossing up if I want to do Kadim. For that, I need... Just contemplating. I can kite Kadim on that. Just try for a Deimos CM. Deimos CM isn't too bad. What is the reward for Deimos CM nowadays? I think it's Doom, Deimos, and Lagos with new rewards. That's sort of what I've heard, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'm just contemplating. Thoughts will occur to me. Ah, rare infusion drop for Deimos. Ooh, nice, okay. Might have to do that, I think. Yeah, Doom Sky Scale, yeah, know that one. Not sure what Lagos is. Oh, Combat Tonics. No, Combat Tonics. Combat Tonics are cool, but not really something I'd be striving for. It's like an infusion drop and the Sky Scale. Yeah, they're big money. Sparse, what's up, mate? Wonderful to see you. Hope you're having a good day. I think I might do... Yeah. We can do Heal Quick Conduit. A few more months and get your old username back. I love it. Let's start a tag. Oh, yesterday Guild Wars 2 was spicy. Today, almost done with work. Oh, I'm glad you're almost done with work. What was spicy about Guild Wars 2 yesterday? We will do raids, daily... Hang on. Daily Claw, Adina, Sabbatha, Kadim. Ah, Nasamura, come on in. Boon Heal, Boon DPS. Kite. You know what? I will search for these 3 first. And yeah, what do you want to play, Amora? Okay, got DPS. That's starting to fill. Alright, I need to actually get some. Everyone is DPS. That's not overly helpful. Go a heal. Mora. Yeah, go a heal. Then I can just search for Boon DPS, because it looks like we've got a bunch of DPS friends.
Kill them all.
And so I can say a DPS. So TY Cat, so you go with Mora. Yeah, we're doing daily raids right now. I might do Kadeem after. Cheers, Mara. Now I just need DPS. And you never search for DPS before you find the boons and special roles. Yeah, I can see the reasoning behind it, and it sort of depends on my mood. I do find that at least filling the group with the DPS, like, they will look as though there's more people in the group, because there will be, which usually incentivizes other people to join quicker. At least in my experience. So it's a bit of a balancing act. I've been offline for 3.5 years. You come back to way more content you do before. I started Living World Season 4 Chapter 1, which went live in time. Done parts of each expansion, Chapter 1, because of Wizard's Vault, and that had been daily or weekly. Nice, yeah, you've got so much content to come back to. That's amazing. And I want Voice and Claw. Likely not something we'll employ in the future with our EOS, but interesting. So you join. Did EOS Sightseeing on Void Lounge. Took 40 minutes for 2 hours HDCM. Nice. So you were stacking greens. Best was 3.6%. Not bad. So how were you surviving the greens? Were you rebounding or using paragons? What was the play? And yeah, we were able to kill the crab before as well, so that's solid. Very happy with that.
Raven told me you'd be coming.
Looking forward to practice and raiding? Yes. And Boxy, welcome in. Yeah, we're on EU today. This is Hill Conduit? Yes. Stop moving. Did you ever kill the crab on NA yet? Not yet. We're still waiting on that. Well, we could probably get it sometime this week. Alright, let's go start blasting.
I've got the target.
Well, I could have actually grabbed some stabilities there. Got some more stability. Nice.
It's easy when you know how.
There are 3 ways not to die to triple green. Defiance, Sense, War Hero, Infuse like Glint Hill, Paragon, Elite, will never yield. Okay. And we want... We'll do Adina next. Key of Adashim, Adina. Well, I'm glad we're able to get the crab on EU again today. Oh, Connor can't get the billing for it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't want to do that. There's some sanctuary. Looks funny, logs from 3 to 5 people displayed at 0 HP because they're literally at 1 HP after triple greens. Wow. Yeah. I am not used to doing this here. Yeah, let's go. Basalt Arena, there we go. So I will kite. Okay, well, I've got 2,200 toughness, so I should be fine. Hang on. It's Bailey, Adina, and Sabbatha. I think it's just DPS. Yeah, it's weird it doesn't just drop you at labor at a new instance. Yeah, it really should. And Alt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pillars on markers. Got another conduit, love to see it. Get the ready check.
You won't live to see Kadim's dominion or mine.
Yeah, you don't want to be fighting near me. Well. GG. Yeah, we're down like 3 people there. Yeah, place pillars on and near the markers. That's why they're there. But we're just going.
Live to see Kadim's dominion or mine.
Together we shall gallop.
Don't touch the laser. And block.
Together we shall gallop.
And block.
Power play is destroying the balance.
The balance is out.
Together we shall gallop. We must renew ourselves.
Oh, it's sitting on quickness, not too bad.
Get the point through your flesh.
Pop that there. Block. Those are looking a bit chaotic. Ouch. Don't get too many people behind this one. Alright, somehow we didn't die there. Nice and clean. Glad I actually had enough boons to make that work. Boons engine to make that work.
Blinded by the brilliance of my ride. You idiot! You ruined everything!
Block. Nice. Now we got a mini lamp.
Head back here. I have a theory I'm gonna test, and I'd rather have you all as backup, just in case.
Sabbatha. Nice. Okay.
All right. Let's find these soldiers.
Travel to the cemetery. So we actually have to do the pre. So that might take us a little bit.
Intruders! Tear them apart! 100 gold for each head! Get chopping!
I'll tear you apart.
Cool, yeah, so we actually have to do the cheeky pre here. Actually pump some more stability here. I love how much stability we can crank out with this build. Wasabi, thank you for the follow. Now, we've still got some of these to kill here. Make sure these all go. Let's go do this. Volunteers. Yep, see, we didn't kill enough, so yeah, we may have to go double back and kill another. Yep. Got a 1-3, perfect. There we go.
What do I pay you for? I'll deal with it myself.
Two, 4. And we can do this without a 2-4. Meh. No 2-4 then. That's alright. No need, Afaro. We can just do it.
Sharper still.
Ah, excellent. There we go. Thank you. I was going to say, we can turn it into a bit of a teachable moment.
Prepare the cages. We've got some visitors.
No need for us to throw yet. See if we can send them now. That's right, skip.
None may harm you while I am here.
We'll throw heart next. Send them to heart. Cool, perfect.
Take you to it, like a legion.
Heavy bomb, let's get rid of it. Send them to square. Good port, love to see it. Gonna throw arrow next. Send them to arrow. There we go. Dancing to follow. Draconian mechanics are optional. It does seem like that sometimes. Should have actually dealt with that. We can all just kind of stack at arrow and burn now. Nice.
That looks valuable. It's easy. Okay, everyone. Gather round. There's more to this situation than we thought. These bandits were protected.
That was a bit spicy, but we got there. Yeah, I might not do Kadim, I think, today.
Where the squad leader was taken.
Actually, I've got some other stuff I want to get done. Up to on SH Aura, that's pretty obvious. You don't know what they are. Oh, definitely. Because, yeah, very much with some of those encounters, we can just ignore mechanics. Thank you for the hydrator. We'll have to go find my drink bottle, actually. I'll be right back for that. Where's the button? So, you're a new Guild Wars 2 player, you've just reached level 80, and you're stuck wondering, how do I make gold? Well, don't worry, I've got you covered. Guild Wars 2 can be a bit overwhelming, especially once you reach level 80 and the entirety of Guild Wars 2 has opened up for you. And one of the questions that I get asked all the time is, how do I make gold? I need to gear my character, I want to unlock Griffin and Skyscale, how do I get the gold to do this? Now, the first thing you're going to want to do once you reach level 80 is properly gear your character. The gear... There we go, we're back, and we got our fresh drink bottle as well. Excellent. Okay, let's see where we're at in terms of our weeklies. I want to get that done. It's also going to generate a ton of gold for us. I'll deal with that inventory later. Let's see where we are at. Wait, 10 events, do the bounties, in Elmo Riverlands. Then it's complete a convergence or a fractal, or the world boss. I've got to pull up the... Well, fire elemental is soon. Awesome. We'll see if we can hit that up. I literally just got to pull up the virtual machine that has the... Yeah, 5 fractals, 1 convergence. Yeah, squeezing the 5 fractals in the time that we have today might be a bit tricky. 8 minutes. Okay, that is good. Also, I've literally got a virtual machine whose only purpose is to have the Guild Wars 2 event timer up. Berserker. We'll do Herald. That will be good. Okay, so in the meantime... So we'll hit that one up in a moment. Let's go down to Elon Riverlands. Blitz out some of these. But yeah, we did all our raid quick play weeklies. We got crab done our raid dailies. It's a solid round of raids.
Came through. It left everything in its wake branded.
I think there's a... Oh no, they're going to go get something by the looks.
I did what I had to do. What I know they would have done for me.
see where they're going.
Lives on. You, me.
A new bounty has been posted. Don't look at the bounty. I hear an angry Nord showing signs of lay enhancement. Go get.
I've got 2 blackline keys in the vault. Got some trash to sell for gold and wait for the revival. Not bad. Here we go, hang on. Oh, congratulations, Bouncer. Congrats on getting the vision. That's awesome. Very well done.
Will you help?
And Boxy, well done. That is great. Yeah, getting vision done's a huge accomplishment, so well done, Boxy. Give myself super speed there.
I have returned to fight at your side.
I don't need arc up. Go. I think about what to do with legendary starter kits. You don't need more legendaries. Can't lean towards put it in the bank, maybe craft one later when it costs more. That's a good shout to do. They're always useful for selling for profit.
How may I assist you?
Might run spear short bow, and I've got something resembling open world conduit build here. Put snap target onto this. Cool, get that one done. This one does take a hot minute. Getting just how big Elon Riverlands is. Let's swap these skills around.
No one plays for a fool.
A lot of condies on this one.
Find my betrayal amusing.
Should have time for another. You can maintain your altitude for longer when using skin by spamming 1. Just make sure not to hold it so as not to dismount. Okay, that's an interesting idea. We'll have to give that a shot. Basically, the idea is you press 1, you go in a straight line, still gradually decreasing. Ah, I gotcha. That makes sense. Let's see if we can do this one. This one's always a bit dicey. So if the duration of the skill animation and not losing altitude. I getcha. Love the condi cleans we get on Conduit. That's right, I'm not going to have much of a choice but to slow on this one. Someone near us was asking to slow. What does that give us? So yeah, I want to go hit up Fire Elemental after this. Fire Elemental should take a bit though. What sigil you use in open world Conduit? I'll have to check, because I sort of just threw this one together in our last stream, so I'm actually not sure what I'm running beyond Celestial gear. But I'll just go park myself in Radissoum, because that's where I need to be for this next one, and then I'll take a look. It's probably something that could be refined a bit. Let's see. Yeah, we're running Torment and Earth, just straight DPS stuff. But yeah, that could probably be swapped for something. Now, Central Terrier, World Bosses. Fire Elemental Weekly, join in Metrica. Hopefully we did not miss it. Oh no, here we go. Relic Rivers, Norris. No, entirely just Relic of the Fractal. But yeah, I could probably change that to be a bit more survivable, but you know, we were running totally fine just with Demonic Resistance and Fiendish Tenacity, so we had a bunch of passive healing from that. We get healing from Expanded Consciousness as well. What's the actual actually. Hang on. Let's go... Let's just take a look. Does this actually need charge mist? I don't think it does. Prob's not. I can just run Song of the Mist. Let's see.
This unit operating
Addition quickness is basically what we're rocking.
unit online. Does not
Okay,
compute.
oh, wants it. Fair play.
Instructions. Unable to render response.
Praise. Might be under open world. Let's take a look. Yeah, see what it wants for condition conduit. Could run like a Relic of the Midnight King could be pretty solid.
Interesting.
Irrefutable.
Unable to render response.
Yeah, pre-event does look bugged a little bit.
Instructions.
I will do this event in the meantime. It's nothing we actually need. Actually, a Midnight King would be pretty solid. They just instantly die. I know we do ramp might pretty quickly. Miss Strange is probably solid. Jasonics, how's it going? Hope you're having a great day. I'm looking for a group of daily raid bounties. Ah, nice. Yeah, we just finished off all the raid bounties on EU, except for Kadim. So I don't feel like we'll necessarily have time for that one today.
Zero tolerance. Foul this locale no more.
Yeah, it looks like pre-event here is somewhat bugged. Oh, which means we might get our weeklies done on Sunday instead. See if there's anything up in the LFG. Leave that, join that. Barren Fields of Ruin.
Never capitulate.
I can join on your map. Oh, nice. Where are you, Hibaro? Thank you. That's good. If you've got a map that works. I will come to you right now. I saw as well they fixed the bug where you could get more
Can someone please kill those
magnetite shards than the 800 weekly cap, which, oof, Sag. I enjoyed that bug. A random mini there. And we'll process some of this now. send these back over, I don't know, to whatever guild we're repping right now. Joink all our exotics.
Power flow at 30%. Rerouting.
Oh, we got a few minis sitting here actually, and a dagger and a warhorn. It's a pretty profitable run from raids.
Concentration.
Am I going to use the revive protocol? I don't think I will. So I might even just sell that.
That's an order.
Cannot maintain.
Great dude, I welcome as a chance of Keller a little later. Not tonight, unfortunately. We already did Keller on EU. Won't have time to do it on NA though. But welcome in, mate. And Onyx, you don't have a pylon character. Do you have a pistol thief? Let's throw Relic of Zakharos, Invigorating Precision, 2 pistols, and Shadow Step on there, and you do have a pylon character. Oh, this should get very close to ticking off our weekly. I know how to jump over shockwaves. That part's fine. Thank you for that, Afaro. 7 of 10 events. Next way that will be solid as a rock is going down to End of Dragons. Doing events in the south. Not really. Fair enough. Scourge can do it. Vert can do it as well. Scourge was the way I did it for the longest time. Oh yeah, they're actually doing Battle for the Jade Sea now. Oh, actually, doing the weekly JP, that also counts. I don't have any more teleport to friends on me, do I? Meh. Where's the other best spot? Does doing hero points count? Hero points should be classed as an event. Let's find out. Okay. Should be... Let's track that. Panther, welcome in, mate. Oh, they don't. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well, good for me to do anyway. Yeah, very unfortunate that they do not. Leviathan on mentor tag though. Yeah, jumping puzzles do, that's very true. That's like when you have to do the 15 events in a... Metazone risks don't count. Ugh. A risk will count for this, so I can always just go do like a rift in a map and we'll be happy as a clan. But there's Leviathan as well here. Do I have underwater skills? Nope. Nope, I do not. Are they in the right order? Mostly. Death charge. Might need more than 2 people for this. We might actually, that's very true. Never actually used depth charges on this before. And super welcome in, haven't played since Path of Fire, you missed the game so much. I can't believe they're 4 whole expansions since you last played. Oh, you've got so much to come back to. And actually, yeah, you tried your similar build in solo open world without relic. Man, you shredded every legendary boss, don't even think it needs a relic. I mean, that's true, it probably doesn't. New to Guild Wars 2, is there much news on Guild Wars 3? No, not at all. Well, where are we going? Yep, absolutely zero news. And even if it was an active development, we wouldn't be seeing it for years. Yeah, I completely expect Guild Wars 2 has a massively long life ahead. I mean, also, Guild Wars 1 is still supported. Literally got a balance update in the last week. Don't want all your progress to mean nothing. Even if Guild Wars 3 was just around the corner, I suspect your progress wouldn't, quote-unquote, mean anything anyway. Or wouldn't, like, not mean anything, because Guild Wars 1, the progress you made in that still counts towards a bunch of stuff in Guild Wars 2 as well. Unique titles, things like that. Also look for more skills like buff in Guild Wars 1. Oh, hell yeah. And at the end of the day, if you enjoyed your time with the game, even if you stopped playing the game one day, it doesn't mean that time didn't mean anything. Can we get out now, or what do we do? Oh, nice. I've got to go the other hole. Okay. And yeah, the population of Guild Wars 2 is honestly in a really, really good spot. I think now is as good a time as any to dive into giving Guild Wars 2 a shot. But yeah, even if... Yeah, I can still maintain, even if Guild Wars 3 was actively in development, which I'm not actually convinced that it is, and if I was ArenaNet, I probably wouldn't release an MMO in the same way that Guild Wars 2 is an MMO, because then you're releasing a game that is directly competing against your existing game, but also a game that will just naturally have less content to it because it is a new game and not a 12-year-old game. That's why it's really hard to release a new MMO nowadays, so I expect if they were working on a new game, it would actually be something that is not strictly an MMO. And in terms of them being a bit quiet about the next expansion, I think that's probably because they are trying to figure out exactly what they are capable of releasing. Because with the last expansion, it was pushed back about 2 months compared to, you know, the on-the-dot annual release cycle that they would have had, compared with the other expansions. So I suspect they're probably waiting until they are very confident about when it will release, so then they can just go, yep, this is when it's released, and then they'll release it on that date, rather than announcing it now and then like, oh, it's coming in August, and then getting to August and like, ah, sorry team, we have to push it back to October. Oh, if you've ranged, I can stand talking above the water. Ah, good shout. I do. I have many ranged attacks. Yeah, you don't see ArenaNet cannibalizing their own MMO with another MMO. Anytime a company tried that, it failed. Yeah, and ArenaNet had first-hand experience of that with Guild Wars 2 cannibalizing Guild Wars 1. So I think they would be very hesitant to do that. Yeah, don't you all have phones? I mean, honestly, I am not inherently opposed to mobile gaming if mobile games were actually good. The very lukewarm tank, but give me a good game on mobile, I'm quite happy to play, because yeah, I do have my phone on me all the time. The same reason WoW insists or Blizzard insists they're never going to make a WoW 2. Oh, absolutely. I mean, you couldn't possibly release a new World of Warcraft and have it in any way compete with the existing one. It just wouldn't work. Love me some good old Diablo Immortal memes. Oh, I wonder if that guy had any idea of how what he said would be interpreted. I mean, poor guy had to go out there and try and sell a mobile game to a PC audience. Whew. Drew the short straw. It just started, almost level 40. Do you just follow the story and keep clearing areas out? That's generally the way I'd recommend leveling now. But yeah, do the story every 10 levels, because completing the story is going to give you a bunch of mastery points, a bunch of experience, and yeah, just do events and explore the world in the meantime to help yourself level. Consider the leveling experience basically an extended tutorial for the game. WoW 2 would ruin me. Quitting WoW for Guild Wars 2 was enough. It is such a big thing shifting from one MMO to another as well. That's why it's also really hard to release a new MMO, because yeah, you have to convince all the MMO players to shift from their existing MMO where their communities are, where their progress is, where everything is. You think Delta's right when he says that Guild Wars 3 is Guild Wars 2 remastered, essentially give the game new code of paint and tech under the hood. I'd say they use Guild Wars 3 as a means to revamp parts of the core game. Speculation, no evidence. Yeah, I think that would be a wiser way for them to release it. Effectively go the WoW model, where WoW is basically just a forever game, you keep releasing expansions, but that's one thing Guild Wars 2 could really use, is like an engine update. An engine update, a remaster, and have that effectively be the platform on which they release content, you know, for years and years to come. Have that as like a new stable base where they're not wrangling, you know, over a decade old code trying to make things work and having like really odd interactions in place. I think that would be insanely good. Be interesting to see how they swing that from a business perspective, because remastering a game like Guild Wars 2 is an incredibly expensive endeavor, and in many ways could be more expensive, at least in the short term, or, you know, could be like more expensive than just building a new game from scratch, because you're having to work in everything that's there. I would like that, and I think that would make more sense for the longevity of the game. And then, you know, they would have the flexibility to release something in the Guild Wars universe that's not necessarily an MMO, but releasing another MMO to directly compete with their existing one would definitely be a choice. Arena already said they regret Homeboon, so it's possible. I mean, yeah, I have heard them say that, and that, you know, could well be on the cards. We do know they are working on a project using Unreal Engine, so I guess it goes there. I could see that. Especially the companies that have these really long-lasting MMOs, like ArenaNet, Activision, Square Enix. I'm not sure exactly how long FF14 has been out, actually, because I haven't played it or directly, kept an eye on its, media or any news surrounding it. But they would have all seen how hard it is now to release a new MMO. And ArenaNet themselves, releasing Guild Wars 2 back in 2012, they will know just how hard it is. Oh, FF14 was summer 2013. Okay, yeah, so it's just a little bit younger than Guild Wars 2, so still an old soul. Cool, we successfully did that. Nice, got some ambergris. And leave, and then what we will do... Mist, burned... Actually, no, I can kind of just do one here. I would like that as well, Squiddy. Do you play other MMOs? No. I mean, the closest I've gotten is played, like, I don't know, maybe 150 hours of Warframe back in the day, and it's definitely on my list to check out again. But no, haven't played WoW, haven't played FF14. Don't have the time to dedicate to multiple MMOs. Hey, Sparky, thank you for the follow. Turn on Arc just so I can see the FPS as well. So I can sort of compare my performance on Linux versus Windows. Because yeah, one thing I was noticing when I was on Linux earlier this evening, the OBS teleport plugin that I use had higher, like significantly higher CPU utilization on Linux than it does on Windows. So that was interesting, which I think was gobbling up some resources. Whereas on Windows that does seem to be lighter. Like right now, OBS is using like 8% of my CPU compared to when I was using like 24. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. And yeah, they have definitely done a better job of marketing Guild Wars 2 in recent years as well, which is great to see because Guild Wars 2 is a phenomenal game. And still has like some of the most player-friendly monetization that I've seen in any game out there. Like that, cool, that is our weekly taken care of. All that. Consume. Right, let's go in here. And also, Guild Wars 2 was actually, in my opinion, too player friendly in terms of its monetization for the longest time. Because when you consider how they used to release Living World episodes, which was the DLC that took place between the expansions, if you just logged into the game during that window, you would get that content for free. Which is absolutely amazing, but also giving things to players for free is a very hard thing to make money from inherently. So of course, like if you weren't there during the time, you had to then go back and pay for it, which is also a bit of a weird way, and a bit of a dig at people who weren't playing at the time. So they have shifted it now to have the annual expansion model, which I think is a much more sustainable form of monetization. Yeah, in fact, the Guild Wars 2 has such a fun active combat system where you can dodge, and where positioning is such an important thing. Like on top of pressing your skills, there's just moving and controlling your character as well. It's so important. What was I doing? I had a thought. VOE is such a nice aspect too. Oh yeah, VOE is off to a fantastic start. The elite specs, I think, are honestly pretty universally great. They're actually some of the strongest designed elite specs they've had, I think, at least on the launch. Like, they all feel pretty unique and solid in their own ways. And let's go dump some of these just in here. Oh, you're loving Script Mancer's new main? That is awesome. But yeah, I can't really think of a dud elite spec, especially this close to launch. Whereas I definitely feel as though for other expansions it has taken time for certain elite specs to really get where they needed to be, and they have required, you know, quite significant reworks over the life of the game. So I feel like the ones they have released are all in a pretty good spot. Obviously there's some outliers in terms of balance. Conduit, I love it so much. But everything got to a pretty nice point, and things got reworks that they needed pretty quick. Whereas I can consider things like Vindicator on launch of End of Dragons, that took a while before that was solid. Bladespawn as well, that also, honestly, that thing kind of is still struggling a bit in some ways, but also because that class functions very differently to every other class in Guild Wars 2. I think I am actually getting mostly comparable performance on Windows and Linux, actually, so that's good, because honestly, I love logging into Linux. It's actually just a nice, pleasant experience. Whereas I tend to just get irritated whenever I log into Windows. Okay, listen now. I think Conduit's the only spec you don't really get, and that's fair enough. Yeah, not every spec is necessarily for everyone, because yeah, I haven't really enjoyed Troubadour that much, but yeah, Conduit, for me personally, I've really enjoyed it. It's like it's a more fast-paced, yet somewhat simple to play Revenant spec. But yeah, it really just feels like it feels like core Revenant, but stronger and accelerated. But whereas previously that was a dig at Conduit during the early stages, back in the beta, and it got some major reworks before it got actually launched. It actually feels like juiced up core Revenant, but in a good way. Especially because core Revenant is just a thing that didn't get to exist, because Revenant was released in Heart of Thorns, so you just got jumped straight to Herald. So core Revenant feels a bit weird. Exalted Law or New Hawk first for masteries? Great question. I'd actually probably work your way to New Hawk first, because then you can get stealth detection, which is probably more useful than kind of anything here. You might get some of these early ones in here, like Exalted Acceptance, so you can talk to vendors. But yeah, I'd focus more on like getting New Hawk stealth detection first, so you can actually target things and see things that are in stealth. I think that's probably more helpful for you. Let's go add... Do I have any rando scepters? Because I now don't need them. I'll take a look. I don't think I do. Sept? Nope. Okay, Wizard's Vault. Let's see. What is going to advance us towards our legendaries more and more? Chances are it's going to be the Clovers. Like, Clovers, always a good time. Then I actually feel like we are on the path to Laurels, or do we go here? Let's get those, because those are just flat gold. Spirit shards as well. Let's juice that. Yeah, I'm also really glad I enjoy Conduit as well. It's nice having another quickness spec that isn't Herald. Because Herald, I love Herald. It's probably overall my favourite of the Revenant specs, but it has been power crept now. Still incredibly good, and I think most groups actually benefit from giving themselves a Herald. I was Lucid Crystal. Ooh, that was actually probably a fair amount of gold that we just made. Ooh, yeah, not bad. Good choice. Nice, we'll tie that up. Got a bunch of El Rando infusions in there, which I will deal with at some point. But yeah, like our performance there honestly is super comparable also because I think we've like caching a bunch of shaders on Linux as well. Actually, I did update our Proton version. Something a bit more recent. Hey PD, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome in Raiders. My name is Connor or ConnorConCarne, and you may also know me from my YouTube channel there where I do a whole bunch of different Guild Wars 2 guys. PD, what's up, mate? What'd you get up to today? Everyone go check out PD over on Twitch. How you going? Sorry we weren't able to make it on Wednesday. Oh, Guild Wars 1 night. Awesome. How is Guild Wars 1 going? And have you been enjoying like all the new updates to it? I want to play Guild Wars 2, but the Sky Scale grind turns you off. If you do want to speed up the Sky Scale grind, you can jump ahead to Secrets of the Obscure. That will really speed it up. Yeah, it's a much quicker acquisition method than... what do you call it? The Living World Season 4 method? Well, let's actually just bounce around between a few characters while we catch up. Have a full group of 4 during the Reforged, Doom, and Melandry challenges. Oh, nice. That sounds fantastic. How are those various challenges going? Yeah, tonight we did all our weekly raid quick play. We did the crab. So new raid boss on EU. We got that in... I feel like it was about an hour or so that we got that. And then we finished off our weeklies as well. Oh, I got that. Nice. Living World Season 4 method has been sped up when it's released. Yeah, it definitely has. It is much quicker than it was, especially with all the Return to achievements. It's a bit slow because you've been safe mostly. Honestly, that's fair enough, especially if you're dealing with any sort of permadeath challenge. That is fair. We're just fresh off crafting our second End of Dragons Legendary. We crafted the Scepter the other day, actually. I feel like it was back on. It was either Sunday or Monday. Not quite sure. I think it was Monday. So yeah, we're a bit light on resources right now. So we gotta rebuild, especially in Spirit Shards. I had 0 Spirit Shards again. That happens more often than I care to admit. We did the Char bosses 5 times today, and we got 2 bags dropped, both to you. Lucky you. Nice. Well done. Now he's trying to play the Warlock X-Pack for Diablo 2 as well. Wow, you got a lot on your plate. And let's go up here. You know that feeling your Spirit Shards are also finished? Ah, nice. You can join me in my very particular issue. What do you spend all your Spirit Shards on? Legendaries. I'll craft a Legendary every few weeks. Spirit Shards are basically the thing that gates me. Which I know is not the typical experience, but yeah, when you're crafting Legendaries very frequently, you know, you'll go through something like 250, 300 Spirit Shards a pop. Like, you chew through them quick. just wait on this one here. Boop. Oh, dang. Well, this is one of those really weird ones where the angle's actually a bit different. There. Nice. Yeah, legendaries. Sold them, bought gems in some cute fashion. Unlocks a kitted new character for World vs. World so she can look all badass. Great choice. That's a totally good thing to do. Because, yeah, I would quite often make legendaries to sell as well. Especially using the legendary starter kit. I gotta stockpile some more of those on some other accounts. If I do some World vs. World on my NA account, I could probably craft... I think I could probably swing 2 legendaries on that and then sell them. But then I also need to do another Corteria map comp, and I think that's probably at least 10 hours worth of work for me to do that. But it's 10 hours worth of work, probably 4 hours or so in World vs. World, and then I get 2 legendaries, so... quick head math, about 3,000 gold. Which would pay for about... pay for about 2 Ender Dragons legendaries. So I'm crafting 2 legendaries there. Actually, it's not too bad, because, yeah, about 14 hours worth of work to get 2 more legendaries. Yeah. When I say it like that, it's not too bad. It just feels a bit weird to craft 2 legendaries on one account, sell them to be able to buy 2 legendaries on another. Like, feels a bit like pushing chairs around the Titanic, but I know it actually makes sense for me to do. Because, like I mentioned before, it's spirit shards out of the gate for me. It's not gold. Gold I can earn relatively quick, but yeah, spirit shards, that's gated by just how much I play, and that is limited each week. Let's grab that. Let's keep an eye on who else is online as well. Which called us just as we were about to head on out, PD. Do Griffin Race for Spirit Shards. Great tip, actually. That is a very, very good idea. I did do that for the longest time, actually. I just parked all my characters at other Visions of Eternity things and End of Dragons jumping puzzles. But yeah, that is something that I did for the longest time, was doing Griffin Adventures for Spirit Shards. I also did it to level a ton of alts as well, like so many alts. But yeah, that's actually probably one of the best things we can do, I think. So I think we might actually set some of that up this coming Sunday, I think. Because yeah, I don't really need unidentified gear. It's helpful, but yeah, the spirit shards, that's actually a thing that's going to speed up my acquisition of more legendaries, and plus that will give us a bunch of unidentified gear as well. Give us a bit less than what we're getting from our Visions of Eternity magic mirrors, but on top of that we'll get a bajillion spirit shards. We'll just make sure we have boosters on everything, and yeah, that should be... We should have enough characters, I think, to cover every single Griffin adventure in the game as well. So yeah, that's a very good tip. I might actually set that up on our next stream. That would be super helpful. But awesome. What we're going to do now, thank you very much, PD, for the raid. We're going to send everyone out as well to our friend Sven, who is also doing some daily farming in Guild Wars 2. So let's go and tee that up. Do you have a Power Weaver build? I personally don't play a lot of Weaver, but you could check out Snow Crows for them as well, and they would definitely have you covered. I played a bit of Power Weaver in the past, but not in recent years. But yeah, Power Weaver is fantastic, and actually you can make some surprisingly simple builds for it. But yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. It has been a fun evening, making up for us missing our stream on Wednesday. Thank you, PD and Engelbert as well for the raids. I really appreciate that. It was wonderful. Thank you to everyone who came along for various raids on EU and getting the crab done again. That was fantastic. We're coming back on Sunday. We're going to be doing some more Theros gaming, which is going to be fantastic. And yeah, I think we will actually set up all of our characters that are not currently being used on Spirit Shard farming duty. So I think that'll be a very good time. So yeah, you will take care. We're going to go get some sleep. Day off tomorrow. Bit of busy day tomorrow. Picking up Jess's dad from the hospital because he had a knee replacement, so we're bringing him home. But he's going all good. But yes, that is tomorrow's plan, is bringing him home. And yeah, back again on Sunday. So yeah, we'll catch everyone very soon. And Alglorian, you have almost 9k spirit shards and 626 tomes. Wow. You are very much on the opposite end that I am. That's very solid. But you'll take care, team, and cheers. Do you want a tool that can help you get the perfect build set up every time? Aren't you curious which of these many sigils and runes is the best for you? Have you always dreamed of being able to tailor your build to exactly what you need? Well, you're in luck. Today, we're covering one of the most overpowered Guild Wars 2 tools around, the Discretized Gear Optimizer. Welcome back, everyone. I've mentioned it in my last few videos, and today we're finally delving into the detail about the Gear Optimizer. This is basically a tool which will let you compare different gear, runes, sigils, and food to see which is going to be the best choice for your specific build. It takes so much of the mystery away from selecting your ideal gear and food, and makes theory crafting your own builds infinitely easier. Right off the bat, I'm not affiliated with Discretize and I didn't develop this tool. I just use it all the time and think it's one of the best tools you, as a discerning Guild Wars 2 connoisseur, can use. So let's delve in and master this tool together. First up, we'll need to select our game mode.